What is up, everybody? Welcome back to the Big Fight Field channel. It is Friday night, um, April 8th. Forgot the date a little bit. April 8th, 2022. Here's your AEW Rampage review, and you see the title right there. Tonight, in my opinion, was probably Wheeler Yuta's best match he's had in AEW so far. We had this conversation Wednesday with FTR being the tag team of the year. I think you could put Wheeler Yuta as the top candidate for breakout wrestler of the year already. I mean, just a couple weeks this guy has had. In that tag team match a couple weeks ago, he had a match against Bryan Danielson. He now went toe to toe with Jon Moxley. He's the ROH Pure Champion. I mean, what a month. What a freaking month Wheeler Yuta has had in the world of professional wrestling. I got Wesley Williams. I got Cameron Johnson. Wes, what's going on, dude?
Going on, man. What a main event that was tonight between Jon Moxley and Wheeler Yuta. Star-making performance for Wheeler Yuta for sure, man. And Joseph, I gotta agree with you. I think already we can say that Wheeler Yuta is breakout star of the year when it comes to professional wrestling, man. I mean, this guy went to absolute war with Jon Moxley. We'll get into more detail about it later on in the review, but I mean, what a war that was, man. What a bloody mess Wheeler Yuta was by the end of this match, man. I mean, this was unbelievable to watch. Definitely one of the best matches I've seen coming out of AEW, and definitely coming out of any Rampage episode. I mean, definitely a top tier Rampage match when you look back at it, man. Definitely a match people aren't going to forget. And overall, a solid episode of Rampage too. I mean, we had a solid opener as well with Danielson and Trent. Middle of the card was pretty good as well. But yeah, I mean, that main event was definitely the must see thing on this show tonight.
Absolutely. Cam, what's going on, buddy?
What's going on, Wesley? What's going on, good brother Joseph? I'm gonna come out on the limb and say it. I think the next episode is one of the best episodes of Rampage they've ever done. I thought it opened strong. I thought it opened strong. I thought the middle of the card. Well, I thought the middle of the card was really good, and I thought that main event between Jon Moxley and Wheeler Yuta. I think that's an early match of the year candidate. I think that's an early match of the year candidate easily. Man, that was a great match tonight, man. And I'm with you guys. Wheeler Yuta. If FTR is the tag team of the year, then Wheeler Yuta is your breakout star of the year. Because this is amazing so far.
Yeah, I want to go out there and say it was the best Rampage episode of the year. I mean, there's other ones that I really enjoyed. But this was a pretty good episode tonight. I enjoyed it. Doing a live Rampage. That's a programming, AEW is doing a live Rampage next Friday from Dallas, and it's a 7 o'clock Eastern start time. So that has me very excited. You'll get your Rampage review up by around 9 o'clock next Friday, and it'll be beautiful. So early start. I remember, didn't they do an early start one time?
Yeah, they did one other time. I can't remember when it was, but I do remember they did have a 6 o'clock start time some point earlier in the I think earlier in the year.
Yeah, it might have been for like the NBA All Star or something like that. So,
yeah.
So, yeah, I'm cool with it. But they're already building up Hangman Page versus Adam Cole next Friday, and you saw we got a really good card this past Wednesday. I think this coming Wednesday in New Orleans, looking like a damn pay-per-view, man. I mean, seriously, you look at that card on Wednesday, up to top to bottom. I mean, that card looks phenomenal. I'm very excited to watch Dynamite on Wednesday already. So, speaking of Dynamite, if you have not already, be sure to go check out this past Wednesday's Dynamite review. We talk about the 5-star. I think I got a 5-star match rating. FTR versus the Young Bucks. I know FTR and the Briscoes got a 5-star match rating. I believe FTR and the Young Bucks got a 5-star as well. So, in the span of 5 days, man, FTR has had 2 5-star matches. We talk about FTR versus the Young Bucks on Wednesday's main event, and we talk about everything that happened on AEW Dynamite this past Wednesday. Be sure to go ahead, check that out. picked up a couple subscribers as well. So if you're new to the channel, welcome. I appreciate that. And let's get into Rampage tonight. It opened up with Bryan Danielson, Trent standing in the middle of the ring. It's something they do every week now. Is they play the entrances on YouTube, I think, or something like that, and they go on air, and the match starts right away. These guys had a very good opener, very good match. Trent looked very solid in this match. Trent's such an underrated singles competitor, man. I knew this from the day he had that singles match at the Nightmare Factory against Kenny Omega. Ever since then, I never took Trent. I never really overrated, I guess. I never really overrated Trent as a singles competitor. The man can hold his ground in there in the ring as a singles competitor. He's done it with Kenny. He's done it with so many others. He did it with Bryan tonight. Bryan obviously picked up the win. He hit the Bazooka knee into a Tiger driver. The head kicked in, and I really loved the small detail he did that William Regal pointed out. Instead of doing the face lock, he did it with his neck because Trent has a history of neck injuries. So I thought that was really good. And Bryan Danielson gets the win on Rampage over Trent Beretta. What I thought was a very good opener. Cameron Johnson, what did you think of this opening match? You were
I
first.
I thought this was really good. I thought this was a great match. I thought this was a great opener between Danielson and Trent. Between Danielson and Trent. Teasing more dissension here. Teasing more dissension here with Trent and Wheeler. With Wheeler Yuta and the best friends, they're teasing more tension here. So I think that. So I like that. So I like that. But I thought the match itself was really good, and I'm with you, Joseph. I like Danielson doing the neck twist spot with Trent. Doing the neck twist spot with Trent in the label lock. I thought that made a lot of sense. I thought that was a nice asset. I thought that was a nice. I thought that was a nice detail in there. And also, William Regal. I love William Regal on commentary. I do. William
Yes.
Regal on commentary is great. It's great because William Regal's able. The great thing about William Regal on commentary is that he's able to take a base he's able to take like a fairly standard hold or like a fairly standard move, and he's able to explain to the audience why he's doing this. Why he's doing this, the amount of pain that kind of hold inflicts her and everything. So I really like that. So I really like that. So I really like that. Excuse me. So I really like that with William Regal and him being on commentary.
For sure. Wes.
Yeah, I thought this was a very solid stuff from both Trent Danielson to open things off and on Rampage tonight. That ending with the label lock with the neck twist on Trent, that was very brutal. That made me cringe a little bit seeing that because I was like, oh my gosh, he's like so close to actually probably breaking his neck. So that was a brutal looking spot there. I really like it. It just adds to Danielson's tenacity, and it adds to Danielson's just overall toughness when it comes to his in-ring work. But yeah, I thought this was a very good way to kick things off on Rampage tonight and tease more of that dissension with the best friends and Wheeler Yuta. And we'll definitely be talking more about Wheeler Yuta once we get to that main event for sure, man. My goodness.
Absolutely so. It's really nice. So I really do like William Regal in commentary. I mean, if ever he retires, and I know AEW's got, Jim Ross is going to retire soon. I don't know who's going to be the lead commentator, but obviously Jericho will be in commentary when he retires. You'll still have Tony Schiavone, and I don't know. Maybe they could get William Regal on commentary for Rampage or something like that. He's
To be
really
honest, To be honest with you, I wouldn't mind him doing to be honest with you, I don't know how much longer JR plans on doing this, but whenever JR retires, to be quite honest with you, if let's say there's a situation where Tony Schiavone leaves or something like that, I don't think that's gonna happen, but hypothetical here, I wouldn't mind seeing William Regal get that third spot on Dynamite, to be quite honest with you. I understand he's managing a faction right now, but there's a group on the show called Team Taz, and Taz does commentary for what? He does it for does it for Dynamite, right? No, not Dynamite. He does it for Rampage.
Yeah.
So, if there's ever an opener just by William Regal in there, I'd love to see that, quite frankly.
Yeah. Well, I love Taz on commentary, and so he should be staying there. God forbid they need a backstage interviewer. Alex Morves isn't that good, so I mean, no offense to him, but Tony Schiavone would be a good backstage interviewer. So I don't know. Who knows? But William Regal is a really good commentator. It's why I said a couple weeks ago when we reviewed Dynamite how much of a great pickup William Regal is, because he's used in so many ways. He's used on commentary with Danielson's matches and Moxley's matches. He's probably a coach backstage mentoring young wrestlers, and he's he's a manager for Moxley and Danielson. And I love him, man. He fits like a glove. He fits like a glove in AEW. So we'll have more from William Regal to come. But unfortunately, the time has come. We have to talk about the down part of this show, the bad part of this show. It's everybody's favorite segment. We had Dan Lambert, Scorpio Sky, and Ethan Page in the ring. And Sky talks about how he is proud that he banned the TNT Championship Open Challenge. You have to he's saying you have to earn it or whatever like that, and then Sammy Guevara and Ty Conti just come out. Cameron did say on the review on Wednesday that he was getting Sammy Guevara was getting booed really loud. He was getting boring chants. He's getting shut the f up chants. They definitely piped down those chants. I might have heard it for like a couple seconds, but all I heard was a couple boos. And yeah, the segment was just really bad. I don't care. You got Dan Lambert talking like the father, and how he would be disappointed if Sammy Guevara, something like if Sammy Guevara or Ty Conti were his kid, how disappointed he would be in them. Ethan Page saying that he's got a daughter, and he never wants her daughter to be like Ty Conti, and I don't know, man. It's just this whole feud gives me horrible vibes, like really, really bad vibes. So just end it as soon as possible. That's my thoughts on it. This was really bad. This was really bad. I'm gonna give it to Wes first.
Yeah, this isn't good at all.
This is really bad.
This is really probably my least favorite thing going in AEW right now.
Yeah,
and it's a TNT title program too, which I hate because it's like, and I was mentioning to you guys on Instagram, like it's the TNT title deserves better than this. Like the TNT title shouldn't be in the middle of this whole thing. Like it's just everything just isn't working. And you know what the Ty and Sammy relationship on screen is reminding me of? It's giving me vibes. And I don't even think I was even watching WWE at that point. But it reminds me of Seth Rollins and Becky Lynch when their whole relationship was televised and how cringe that was. And even later on, Becky and Seth even admitted that they hated that the relationship was televised like that. And it's giving me vibes of that. And I don't like that at all. If it's giving me vibes of Becky and Seth, that's not good. I don't know why we need to see Ty and Sammy's relationship televised. I mean, I'm happy for the two. I don't need to see it on television. I'm sorry. Like, I don't need to see it. This isn't a high school drama that we're watching on the freaking CW. Like, this is professional wrestling. Like, let's get back to the professional wrestling. And when it comes to, like Scorpio Sky, like he's a great competitor. I'm not going to take away the guy's talents. The guy is great in the ring. Something is missing with Scorpio Sky, and he has Dan Lambert there, yes, but something is missing with him. He's just not connecting in the way he should be. And you really want your champions to connect to your audience. That's the whole reason why you would crown them champions. I mean, look at Hangman Page. He's one of the most over baby faces in wrestling. You look at, Thunder Rosa, one of the most over women in professional wrestling. With Scorpio Sky, it just kind of feels like it just doesn't feel like, I'm not saying he shouldn't be a champion at all, but he's just missing something. And Danny Lambert even being there is not really like doing that much. It definitely helps, but it's not doing that much in my opinion. So I don't know what they have to do to really try and get Scorpio Sky to that next level. I would like to see him get to that next level because the guy has all the talent in the world, and I think he definitely could fit as a TNT champion. But I think what's really for this though is the storyline right now, and I just hope we just go ahead and get a Scorpio Sky Sammy match and just end this, like, and we can move on, because I'm just over this, and I'm just ready to move on to something better for the TNT title because it deserves it. So
Yeah, well, I think what's missing with Scorpio Sky is the damn feud they have him in. I mean, when when the American Top Team was feuding with the Inner Circle, I mean, those guys were getting the legit heat every single week. Now, did the match live up to it? I don't think so. But those guys were getting legit heat. Um, every week they were on television, and so they know how to get some good heel heat. I just think that they're putting them in a terrible feud with people don't want to cheer for the baby faces. They want to boo the baby faces. They want to boo Sammy Guevara and Ty Conti. And I just think they got Scorpio Sky, and more importantly, they got the TNT Championship in a really bad situation right now. I want Sammy and Scorpio Sky at Battle of the Belts. Scorpio Sky can retain, and we just end this because it's not going to a good it's not a good feud. I'd rather see Scorpio Sky be feuding with somebody like Swerve for the TNT Championship. I think that could be really good. I'd rather see him keep defending the championship and have a big TNT title match, which leads up to Double or Nothing. I would rather see him in the ring with guys like Swerve, guys like Daniel Garcia, guys like Yuta, you know? I'd just rather see him putting on great matches for the TNT Championship instead of being in this feud with Sammy Guevara and Ty Conti where we're just seeing this high school drama, and I'm not for it. I love professional wrestling. This does not feel like professional wrestling to me. This whole entire feud does not feel like professional wrestling. I'm going to give it to Cameron Johnson right now.
You guys hit the nail right on the head. Quite frankly, I do not get this feud as channel changing heat with me. Every time I see this feud, I want to change the channel. Sammy Guevara needs a heel turn badly. The babyface thing has run its course. After this feud with Scorpio Sky, they need to turn him heel. And to be honest with you, I think they need to get their championship on Scorpio Sky immediately. Because Scorpio Sky's TNT champion is not doing it for me. Maybe it's because of the feud they have him in. If they actually if they put him in another feud, maybe I'll feel different about it. But Scorpio Sky is TNT champion. I wasn't this big Scorpio Sky fan when he won the TNT title. When he won the TNT title from Sammy Guevara, I think he's very talented. I was happy for him that he did do it, and I was happy for him when he did win the TNT title. But I wasn't a big Scorpio Sky fan even then. And they put the TNT title on him. Okay, me personally, Scorpio Sky is a great wrestler, but I do not care about him, and I think they need to get that TNT championship off of Scorpio. I think they need to get that championship off of Scorpio Sky immediately. Take the title off him at Double or Nothing. Do the match with Sammy, get that over with, and then take the title off him at Double or Nothing and have maybe somebody like Keith Lee or Swerve win the TNT title. I don't know, but I think that title needs to come off with Scorpio Sky immediately.
Absolutely, man. I don't know. I mean, something is missing with him. Does it feel like he's over to you guys?
I don't see it right now. I mean, the crowd just doesn't seem to give a crap at all, So
Yeah, I just don't want this leading to a mixed tag match at Double or Nothing. That kind of feels like the way I feel like they're going, unfortunately, because Sammy did say at the end, you know, you thought us smashing your car was bad. We're gonna do much worse things to you guys if you don't give us this match. So I don't know where this is leading to. If I had to guess, I would guess this is probably going to lead to a mixed tag match with Sammy and Ty Conti against Ethan Page and Paige Van Zant, maybe Scorpio Sky and Paige Van Zant. I don't know. All I know is, number one, they need to do Sammy Guevara and Scorpio Sky as soon as possible. And they need to put the TNT Championship in a much better situation because this is just not. It's not it. This is just not it. So, do you guys have any last minute thoughts?
No, I don't.
Yeah. I mean, I could like it's like you said, the mixed tag I could see. But that would just mean that if the Scorpio is going to be it, that just means the TNT title is not going to be defended on another pay-per-view because it wasn't defended at Revolution. Granted, we did get a great trios match out of it, but like the TNT title should be defended on pay-per-view. I'm for like all the championships being on the line, and the TNT title seems to be the one that gets shafted quite a bit with pay-per-views for whatever reason. I get that it gets defended a lot on weekly television, but like it should also get defended on pay-per-views, in my opinion. But yeah, I could see the mixed tag happening. I just want this to end, and I just want better things for the mid card title in AEW. So
Yeah, I 100% agree with you guys. So, we're gonna move on. We had Hook backstage for an interview. I don't know why this was okay. I don't know why this interviewer kept asking questions to Hook. Okay, the dude clearly had earpods in his eyes.
I hate that shit so much. Oh my god. I'm sorry to cut you off, Joe, but I hate that shit so much, bro. I hate that shit so much, bro. Why the? Oh my god, bro. Oh my god. I hate that shit so much, bro. I hate that shit so much. Like, I could be in the car. Well, like I could be in like the car with my dad, like driving somewhere. Like we're on the highway. Like we're on the highway, and like I love him. He's probably listening to this right now. He's probably gonna be mad at me. But like I love him, like I love him to death. I was like, dude, we're on the road. I got headphones in, bro. Can I listen to my headphones, please? I hate that shit. You try to talk to your ass with headphones. I hate that shit with a passion. Then they get mad when you don't respond to them. I couldn't hear you. I wasn't listening to you. Oh God, I hate that shit.
Yeah, the interviewer obviously. How do you not see Hook sitting there just listening to his AirPods? I don't, whatever. But he gets up and he throws the bag of chips away, and out comes Danhausen. He tries to curse Hook again, and Hook walks away. I don't know where this is going to, but this is the second week in a row we've seen a segment between Danhausen and Hook. Any quick thoughts?
I like Danhausen. I do. I think Danhausen is great. I don't think Hook needs to be doing comedy with Danhausen. Quite frankly, I just don't think he does. I like Hook. I like Danhausen. I think Danhausen is very entertaining. But I think this could have literally worked. I think you could have literally put Danhausen in there with almost everybody else. Why Hook? I don't think Hook should be involved with this type of shit at all.
Yeah, I agree. I actually agree. So, um, I missed this match. I no offense, I missed the last two matches. I was busy doing something, helping someone out. But QT Marshall against Swerve. I'm guessing I heard Swerve win. All I heard was Ricky Starks was on the microphone and he said, we got unfinished business. I know I know Keith Lee and Hobbs have unfinished business. So why don't you bring Keith Lee and I bring Hobbs, and next week in New Orleans we settle this in a tag team match. So I'm guessing next week we're getting Swerve and Keith Lee against Ricky Starks and Powerhouse Hobbs. It should be pretty interesting. That should be a really good match as well. Start with Cam.
Uh, First off, I am on a protest on all QT Marshall matches for the way that he disrespectfully quote tweeted me on Twitter. So I had my back turned on this match while it was happening. Swerve picked up the win as he should. No disrespect to quality television, but I do not need to see Swerve wrestling quality television every week. Get this shit out of the way, which it is, and the tag team match next week. That sounds a lot of fun. It makes sense. Sign me up.
Wes.
Oh, Cam, I think twice about talking about Chris Jericho's Sports Entertainer of the Week, my friend. He has that honorary title. He's Chris Jericho's Sports Entertainer of the Week. Which, by the way, let me just say, I love that. That needs to be a weekly thing. That
It
needs
is.
weekly freaking. Has it been a weekly thing? I haven't.
Yes.
That's my first time seeing it.
Yeah, the first week it was Nyla Rose. The second week it was the House of Black, and then this week it was QT Marshall.
Right, that does sound familiar. Okay, I love this. This has been great. Like it just adds to the Jericho is awesome, man. Come on. I mean, like you can't not love that. But yeah, match was what it was. Swerve got the win. Helps gain momentum for him as he heads into the tag match in New Orleans next Wednesday with him and Keith Lee versus Ricky Starks and Powerhouse Hobbs. Should be really good. I'm looking forward to that. We got just such a stacked card next week in New Orleans, guys. It's going to be a lot of fun to talk about.
We're going to talk about it in a little bit. So, Willow Nightingale, Red Velvet qualifier for the Owen Hart Cup. It was fine. Willow Nightingale, she's not bad, dude. I didn't see the match against Mercedes Martinez at Supercard of Honor. She looked pretty fine. She looked pretty good in this match. So, you know, if AEW wants to give her more appearances, I got no problem with that. But Red Velvet is in the Owen Hart Cup. So, good for her. Let's start with Wes.
Yeah, this was good. I to be honest, I wouldn't have minded if Willow actually won this match because it seemed like the crowd really got bummed out once the bell rang and Red Velvet won. And like even Red Velvet, I think like heard the crowd kind of moan and she was just kind of like, oh whatever. But yeah, I like Willow Nightingale. I got to learn more about her watching Supercard of Honor last weekend. I do know she has wrestled a few times for AEW, like on Dark and stuff beforehand. So like I've already like been introduced to her before, but I got to learn more about her in a promo before the match against Mercedes Martinez for the interim Ring of Honor Women's Championship. And honestly, I don't know about y'all, but she kind of gives me a little bit of a Bayley vibe with her character, where she has this very infectious, this happy baby face character, but it works though because it's connecting with the crowd. It's giving me a little bit of a vibe of Bayley. I don't know about you guys, but right now at least she's giving me those vibes there. And in ring wise, I think she's pretty solid. I think she has a lot of potential. I think she could be a breakout for the women's division if AEW does decide to bring her in more. I would not mind seeing more of her. And like I said, I wouldn't have minded if she had actually won this match against Red Velvet. And she would have gone on to the Owen Cup. But Red Velvet won, and it is what it is. I like Red Velvet. It's all right. But yeah, I think Willow Nightingale's got a lot of potential. And I hope AEW does try to bring her in more often. So.
Sure. Cam?
I said this on Instagram. I said this on Twitter. I think that Willow Nightingale is all elite graphic. I need that graphic, man. Willow Nightingale is great. I'm with you, Wesley. I'm with you, Wesley. She does have a lot of Bailey vibes going on. She does have a lot of Bailey vibes going on with her right now, and I think that's absolutely. I mean, I love that. Willow Nightingale could be an absolutely big star for AEW down the line. So I hope she gets that all elite graphic, man. I hope we see her more on Dynamite, and I hope she gets that all elite graphic because
Yeah.
I like Willow Nightingale.
I meant to ask this during the hook segment, but who do you guys think his first words is going to be towards?
Oh gosh, I can't even think who it could be. I don't know, man. That's tough.
That's a tough one.
It's got to be a big. It's got to be a big time feud for sure. It's got to be like when he finally does speak. It's got to be some sort of big feud, you know. So I can't put my finger on who it could be right now, but I think once he's in a more like top tier feud of sorts, I think that's when he'll probably finally speak. So.
Yeah.
You know who I think it's going to be against?
Who?
And this is only if they keep the TNT title on Scorpio Sky, which I hope they do not do. What if it's towards Scorpio? You know, like what if Dan Lambert, and Scorpio Sky in the ring, they're cutting a promo about something, and then Hook comes out, and like Hook's first words is towards like Scorpio Sky and like Dan Lambert, but his words are like, but like his first words are like you, me, Dynamite, or like Rampage, doubling up, well, whatever show they're gonna have, whatever show they're going to have it on. It's like you, me, this show, TNT title. Be there, bitch, or like something like that. But like, I think it's going to be against Scorpio Sky, quite frankly, for the TNT title.
Yeah, I could see that. I mean, it's possible. I don't know who's. I honestly don't know where Hook's going. I don't know where the TNT title's going, but we do have to talk about this Dynamite card on Wednesday. I mean, guys, I'm so excited for AEW Dynamite on Wednesday night in New Orleans. They're getting a really big show on Wednesday night. Next week is really a big week for AEW. They're getting this massive Dynamite show on Wednesday. They're getting a live Rampage with an AEW World Title match. Um, Ending it off with Battle of the Belts. I don't really know what's going to be on that show. We only know Nyla Rose against Thunder Rosa. That might end up being the weaker of the three shows, but um, guys, as of Wednesday, we have 5 matches confirmed. We have the Jericho Appreciation Society, which is Chris Jericho, Jake Hager, and Daniel Garcia against Santana, Ortiz, and Eddie Kingston. We got MJF against Shawn Dean, Red Dragon versus Jurassic Express for the AEW Tag Team titles, and matches that were added tonight. Ricky Starks and Powerhouse Hobbs against Swerve Strickland and Keith Lee. And for the ROH Television Championship, Minoru Suzuki against Samoa Joe.
Oh, that's gonna be fun. That's gonna be fun. Oh, that's gonna be lovely and fun. Oh man.
The match is gonna be beautiful. God.
Unbelievable.
And then next Friday we got no matches announced right now, but the only match announced is Adam Cole and Hangman Page in a Texas Death Match for the AEW World Championship. So this is a huge week for AEW, and they don't even have all the matches announced. I'm expecting probably more qualifying matches for the Owen Hart Cup, but my God, Wednesday's going to be amazing. I'm really excited for Dynamite on Wednesday, and I don't know, like I haven't gotten this feeling in a long time. Am I the only one?
I don't know. I mean, I see what you mean. It feels like, or almost like getting to like that, almost the start of like AEW Dynamite, like that, like 2019, like where they were just putting out like banger show after banger show after banger show, and like it just kind of felt like we just like weren't getting a week where it was like one show was like, oh, it wasn't so great this week. Like it was just like a constant, just like holy crap, like amazing match here, like all these great matches, like back and forth, back and forth. So yeah, I mean. Tony Khan, I mean, he is not messing around at all. And then it was announced today that their AEW is being streamed on New Japan World now.
Oh, I heard about that.
That's pretty big. So that we might be getting more surprises in the future, guys. I mean, Tony Khan is not messing around whatsoever, man. He even said it on social media. It's like, I'm not messing around. I'm giving you every single banger match you could possibly conceive. So I'm excited, man. AEW is just going to keep getting bigger and better as time goes on, man. It's awesome.
Yeah, I mean, he's pulling out great cards every single week. I'm not saying the shows are bad. The shows are great.
Right.
Yeah. But I haven't felt like a pay-per-view Dynamite in a very long time. This coming Wednesday, I feel like this Dynamite feels like pay-per-view level, you know?
Yeah.
So, Cam, you got something to say?
Hey, man, I agree with you 100%, man. Also, I'm gonna say this: Tony Khan, bro. Tony Khan, whatever you own, whatever stuff you own, bro, pass it over. Please tell me where you buy it. I need something like that, bro. Especially, I need something like that, bro. I need me something. I need me some of that. Tony Khan, whatever you own, don't be stingy, bro. Drop a link to your deal on Twitter or something, man. Please, please, Tony, because I need this.
Let's talk about this main event. Willa Yuta against Jon Moxley. Jon Moxley really cut an intense promo to Willa Yuta during the backstage thing with Mark Henry, saying like, I'm not taking this lightly because you're playing these Blackpool with William Regal. My job tonight is to kick your ass and make you bleed. That's exactly what happened. But the first thing we saw, which I don't know if anybody's done this, he attacked John Moxley during his entrance. This man dove through the middle rope for a suicide dive. He nearly landed on his neck. Like it was very close, but he was he was uh he was brawling with Moxley on the outside. They go back in. Um, Moxley gives him a superplex, and the match starts. Moxley's kicking the shit out of him. They're brawling on the outside. I didn't know how Wheeler Yuta was bleeding, but Wesley told me on Instagram. He threw Wheeler Yuta to the steps. Camera went on back to Wheeler Yuta, and he was bleeding buckets. And this got nasty very quickly. These guys were still brawling on the outside. Wheeler had Moxley laying on the table. Moxley got up. Wheeler Yuta had a crossbody on the John Moxley, through the announcer's table on the outside, and we went to commercial break. And Mox threw everything at Wheeler Yuta. He kicked out of a mini paradigm shift. Wheeler Yuta rolled him up twice. The second time I thought he was going to win. And at some point in the match, I'm like, you know what, man? Wheeler Yuta should win this match. I don't think that would have been a bad idea if Wheeler Yuta went over with some fluke shit or anything. He didn't have to beat him clean, just a fluke roll up, and that would have been. I think that would have been totally fine. I don't think Moxley would have lost anything if he lost this match, but he escaped the bulldog choke. He even put in his own bulldog choke. He then kicked out of a full paradigm shift. He kicked out of 2 paradigm shifts, and then he got put in the bulldog choke, and he passed out. And Moxley wins. Again, I kind of think Wheeler Yuta should have went over on this match, but my God, the past 3 weeks, AEW, Tony Khan, has strapped the rocket on this man's back and just said, go. Go do your thing. Like, dude, he's been living the dream these past 3 weeks, man.
Yeah.
Tearing it up with Bryan Danielson, tearing it up with John Moxley. Tonight's match with John Moxley was his best match in AEW so far. And it was, I kind of felt like a statement to me. Did y'all feel that this was kind of like a statement match to get the name Wheeler Yuta out there?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
So then after the match, you got William Regal and Bryan in the ring, and all 3 of them are surrounding Yuta. And you know how William Regal's got that disgusted face on him? Well, he had that disgusted face and more tonight. And Wheeler Yuta wanted to bring the fight. He was going to do the 3-on-1 fight. Then William Regal shook his hand. He stuck out his hand, and he asked him to shake my hand. And Wheeler Yuta shook William Regal's hand. They were going to the back. Moxley was discussing the Yuta. This is where it begins. That's exactly what he said. He says, this is where it begins. And he gave Wheeler Yuta a fist pump. And that was the way Rampage went off the air. So I think Wheeler Yuta's in the Blackpool Combat Club, right?
I think so. I think this definitely was his initiation. I think I heard Moxley mouth at the end like this was the first step, or like this, now we can get the real training started. So I think this was his initiation in the Blackpool Combat Club, which I think is amazing. I mean, Wheeler Yuta, I mean, the fact, I mean, it's such a short amount of time this guy has made himself into one of the biggest rising young stars in pro wrestling, man. It's unbelievable. Like, it's crazy how, like, a couple months ago, like, you know, I thought he was a good wrestler, and I didn't care that much about his character. I thought he was kind of just one of the background characters in the best friends stable. And now he's like, he's like becoming one of my favorite wrestlers right now, man. This guy is just on a freaking roll, and I love it. And like, another thing, like I noticed this with the Boston crowd too. Like you can tell by the end once Moxley won, like the crowd like kind of deflated a bit because they were wanted Yuta to win so badly. Like this is John Moxley we're talking about here. And yet, like when he won the match, like the crowd felt kind of deflated. And again, this is John Moxley, but that's how badly they wanted Wheeler Yuta to win, and that's how much of a star he has become in such a short amount of time. And this was this absolutely incredible, man, an all timer of a Rampage match. These two just killed each other in the best way, man. It was a bloodbath, absolute war. Absolutely loved it from start to finish. And definitely a star-making performance for Wheeler Yuta tonight, man. And yeah, a bigger and better things are to come for Mr. Yuta. This is just awesome to watch, man. This is the kind of stuff we live for in professional wrestling.
Yeah, no offense to him, but a couple months ago, to me, he came off as jobber. He came off to a jobber for me a couple weeks ago. Now, he's really raised his stock in AEW. Cam?
Man, I'm in agreement with you guys 100%, man. Wheeler Yuta is great, man. These past 3 weeks, these past 3 weeks have been a real breakout star making performance for him, and I've been a breakout star making performance for him, and I absolutely love that, and I absolutely love that, man. Wheeler Yuta is great, Wheeler Yuta is great. This match with John Moxley tonight was amazing. I'm very happy Wheeler Yuta is a part. I'm very happy Wheeler Yuta is a part of the Blackpool Fight Club. As a part of the Blackpool Fight Club now. Yeah, I'm very happy he's a part of this group now. I thought this is. I loved everything about this match, man. I thought this was a great match. Man, Wheeler Yuta looked like $1,000,000. This man is an absolute star now, and this is an example of this is an example of how you make somebody look strong even in defeat. Even though he lost tonight, Wheeler Yuta is not going to lose. Even though he lost tonight, this is not going to make Wheeler Yuta look bad at all. Wheeler Yuta's the beneficiary of this. No, Wheeler Yuta's the beneficiary of this, and that's what we saw here tonight, man. Just great stuff. Great stuff tonight in this main event here between these two guys. Great stuff.
To me, he came off the winner to me.
Yeah.
Now, I think if he's officially in the Combat Club, I don't know how long Orange Cassidy's going to be sidelined for, but I'm guessing they're kind of feuding with the Best Friends right now. What if we get a 6-man tag in the future with the Blackpool Combat Club, Danielson, Moxley, and Yuta against Orange Cassidy, Chuck, and Trent? I think that'd be fun.
Yeah, that'd be solid. I'd love to see it. Yeah, I don't know how long Cassidy's going to be sidelined. It was a pretty serious injury he suffered at Revolution. He's still got his arm in the sling right now. But if he can be healthy enough for Double or Nothing, maybe that could be the match of Double or Nothing, a 6-man between those two factions.
Yeah, well, we did say a couple. I do think at Double or Nothing the match is. I do think the match is Moxley and Danielson going after the tag team championships, and I do think that's the match that should happen. But I don't know. Maybe they put it on pause, and maybe we get it after Double or Nothing, and maybe we get the Best Friends challenging for the tag team titles. I'm not sure, but. Man, I just love this. I'm so happy for Willie Yuta because, like I said, a couple weeks ago, to me he felt like a jobber. Like I knew, yeah, this guy's a good wrestler, but he just has no character. He's playing background in the Best Friends faction, and he loses all of his matches. But now even though he's losing matches, he's coming out of them as a star. So. Yeah, man, I love it. Absolutely love it. And it's going to wrap it up tonight for the Rampage review. Thank you all so much for tuning in. If you have not already, be sure to subscribe to the Big Fight Field channel. I got one more video coming out this week. It'll be Sunday afternoon, I'm pretty sure. Might be doing some stuff tomorrow, but Sunday I'll have a video out about Cody Rhodes. So, be sure to tune in for that. Comment down below. Your favorite moment on Rampage tonight, what you think of the show, all that stuff. Hit the like button if you like what you heard from myself, Wesley Williams, and Cameron Johnson on the review tonight. Hit the like button if you like what you heard from us during the show. Follow me on Twitter and Instagram at Colin_Joseph. Wes, where can they follow you?
You already know. Follow me on Instagram at The Real Wesley Snipes. You can also follow me on TikTok with the same username, that is at The Real Wesley Snipes. And Cam, plug your socials, my friend.
Follow me on Twitter at Cam71101. Also, make sure you subscribe to the CNE podcast, available on all platforms. Available on all platforms. We've had Kit Bandit on. We had Kit Bandit on last week. This week we had Donnie Ray of DPD. This week we had Donnie Ray of DPW fame. We also got another interview coming up with the DPW heavyweight champion, my man Bojack. So check this out, my man Bojack. So that is coming. So that is coming a little bit later on as well. So that is coming a little bit later on as well. So if that interests you, make sure you subscribe to the CNE podcast on all platforms.
Guys, we'll all see you on Wednesday night to review Dynamite. I'll see you on Sunday. Hope you all have a good night. Stay safe. As always, stay classy. We out. Peace.